Hi, team. Sarah Johnson here, and this is my overarching story. Thank you for listening. We've all been told to take the road less traveled, but why? I'm here to tell you the story of a tough decision that I made when I chose bravery and humanity over my personal comfort, and the overwhelmingly rewarding end result, despite the difficult journey. It was early 2020, June, but days before my 35th birthday. The world was on pause due to the COVID pandemic, and the air was charged with fear as Americans hunkered down in our homes. My teenage daughter was getting ready to spend the summer with her father, and I was looking forward to some peaceful alone time when I received a phone call that would change my life forever. It was my ex boyfriend, Andy. We had been in a long distance romance. He was the general manager of a local brewery and a stand up comic in Cincinnati, Ohio, and I was a busy working professional in Southwest Florida until he ghosted me and broke my heart. But when he called, I could hear the devastation in his voice as he said the words, "I have pancreatic cancer." In fact, he had terminal stage 4 pancreatic cancer, and the doctors had given him less than a year to live. He also said that he wanted to spend as much of his time left with me as he could, and if I would consider coming up to be with him. I was faced with a difficult decision. Do I stay here for the pandemic and continue on my life, or do I drop everything to be with a dying man whom I still cared about? I chose what I knew in my heart was right. I went. My best friend told me I was crazy. Why would I go through the trauma of watching someone slowly die of cancer, someone who had stopped communication with me and broken my heart in the past? I didn't have an answer, but my moral compass was pulling me north to Andy. When I arrived, he was so sick, frail and thin and yellow from jaundice. I held him as we mourned for his future, and I learned he hadn't ghosted me at all. I had blocked him one night when I was drinking and forgot. He had loved me all along. I had prevented him from telling me. The next 6 months were pure hell. Celebrating Andy's 40th and last birthday, consoling him and Ryan, his 9-year-old son. I remember I spent so much time in the bathroom, silently sobbing into my hands just to wipe the tears and go back to taking care of Andy with a heartbroken smile. Andrew David Schmer passed away on December 18th, 2020. I was there with him up until the end at his hospice bedside. Although those last 6 months were painful and traumatic, I am so very thankful that I chose to be with Andy. He gave me a gift that I treasure to this day, the gift of gratitude. I am so grateful for every day I have on this earth, every moment of my daughter's life that I am able to witness, every single breath I have the privilege to take. About a month after Andy's funeral, I was moping by myself, home alone, when I heard his voice tell me, "Get up, get out, go to a comedy show." Comedy was our thing, and I thought it would be a great homage to Andy to have my first outing without him be stand up. The headliner, Richie Leese, engaged with me on stage. We exchanged information, eventually started dating, fell in love, and are now happily married. I know without a doubt that Andy led me to him. I feel because he wanted to show his gratitude and lead me to a man who was perfect for me and who he knew would treat me like a princess for the rest of my life. When you know in your heart that something is right, trust it. Don't take the easy road. The journey may be more treacherous, but your reward you will find will be so worth it in the end. Thank you.